What's up, everybody? I'm Victor Cruz, and I'm joined today by Nick Jonas and Darren Criss. Very familiar faces. I'm super excited to talk to both of you guys today. I'm going to start with Nick. You're back on The Voice for the new season, season 20. What made you decide to come back for another year, Nick?
I just had so much fun last year, and Blake, of course, won my last season. It was down to he and I just had a grudge for too long. And finally, I said, you know what? I got to come back and make this right. So far, I'm feeling pretty good about it. And I obviously have an amazing guest mentor for Team Nick this year, my longtime friend, Darren Criss, which is very exciting. And, going to give the other coaches a run for their money.
Let's get to that, Darren. What is your role? What is going to be your role on this season of The Voice? What can we expect from you?
I mean, first and foremost, I feel vastly underqualified to give any kind of insider advice to a lot of the folks that are here. Nick's team is really incredible, and they all have abilities that I can't touch. So I'm here to kind of marvel and support. Any advice I can give is definitely not from a skill level, but definitely from an experience level, because that's definitely the thing that I think I have on I guess what do you say, teammates? What do you call them? Contestants?
We call them artists.
Artists on the artists, the team, the folks on Nick's team. A lot of them they have a variety of different experiences, and because of the variety of different songs they have to sing, I have a very unique pedigree of experience with that, just because Glee was doing different classic songs in all kinds of different styles really fast on camera every week. So there's a lot of similarities there as far as what insight I can give to the folks singing. So I'm here again to marvel and support, and I'm just really thankful that Nick asked me, because he's a big deal.
So what's it like working with Nick? Give us something we don't know about Nick, something that we may not have seen or that we don't already know.
I don't know. I think he lays it all out there. This is usually where I would say really an appropriate joke of some kind, but I got nothing. I'm in too good of a mood and too grateful to be here, to be crass. I think Nick has succeeded by being incredibly versatile, and to be versatile, you have to have a very profound understanding of a lot of mechanics. A lot of people think that talent and ability it's just these God-given things. There's a lot of hard work and a lot of real technical things that go in with it. And Nick has that in spades. I'll tell you something you don't know about Nick that I actually just told you today, saying how much I use Nick as an example of this all the time when I talk to other singers. People who know how to dress for the proverbial party. And what I mean by this is, when you're singing a lot of different styles, some people don't know how to shift gears, or they can't. They have a certain kind of voice, so they stay in a certain kind of lane. And Nick and I first met when I was doing How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, which is a Broadway show. He took over the role after I did it. And I was very familiar with his records, and I was a Jonas Brothers fan. And I was always a fan of his. He had started on Broadway. I know he had a very varied background, one that I myself was trying to cultivate at the time. And I was always really, really impressed when I knew how he sounded on his records. And then when I saw him do How to Succeed in Business, he could do the Broadway voice, and he could turn on the vibrato. He could turn on that sort of classic Broadway thing, but he can also switch gears and do the pop stuff. Not everybody can do that. And that takes an understanding of the art form that goes beyond just knowing a few tricks. You really have to understand a lot of things. And so I've always admired and respected him for having that ability.
Nick, I had the pleasure of interviewing your lovely wife recently, and she ranted and raved about how family's so important to her and that she's hopeful for kids, but she's going to leave it in God's hands. And my question to you is, how big of a family does Nick want to have?
It depends. I mean, it's kind of the same answer that she had. It's obviously, she's the most important piece of that puzzle. And it's obviously, something we hope happens, and God willing, it all comes together, and whatever's right, man. We're just blessed to have each other, and to have a hopeful heart for the future, I'll say. And so many of these things are out of your control, but as long as the foundation as a couple is strong, and you're excited about the possibility of that, it's bound to be a beautiful journey, and we're excited to go on that. And however many or whatever that is, we'll go figure that out when we get there. But for now, it's just about making sure we're good.
I should mention that I'm putting myself up for adoption in the next couple of months. So, if they want to start small,
there we go.
I'm around.
There we go. Now, Nick, she also mentioned how confident you were when you guys first met. I need the tips, man. What were some tips you can give me to be confident, to step in that building and understand what you're doing? Let me know are there any words, any terms that you use? I need the tips.
For Nick, be in a really awesome band. Be a rock star. It makes everything easier.
Well, I was
Okay.
gonna say
That makes sense, actually, Darren. I should have went with that.
we were dancing. I just did the Victor Cruz dance, and it sealed the deal. You know, it was easy. The touchdown dance, and it was done.